It's Perp back with another video, and man, this Go-Go Loser Ranger show is absolutely fire. The first episode was dope. You could definitely go check out my review if you missed that. I'm gonna just make this one very brief and quick, cause man, I like how this opens up where we see more of this like fabricated story about these dragon keepers and about the monsters and them hinting at them being immortal until they find these ancient weapons, because each, like Power Rangers, if you're a fan of Power Rangers, they all have these unique weapons to specific Rangers, and these are weapons that are able to kill these monsters. So keep that in mind. That's really dope. So now that D is now about to be recruited into this whole Rangers thing, or this Dragon Keepers, he's trying to just soak everything in, take in as much information. He thinks like the Rangers are here at HQ, and we find out later that they don't really stay here. But these two characters, though, I don't know their names like by heart, so please forgive me. I do think the girl, though, is definitely shady. There's something off about her, and I'll get into that very shortly. Because we head back with the Dusters, and they're kind of just goofing off until they get an unexpected visit from the Red and Blue Keepers, or Rangers. This was pretty dope and intense. It kind of lets you know a little bit more of the Rangers' kind of personalities, where Red is very calm, cool, and collective, but he knows he can strike fear into these monsters' hearts. Where on the other side of things, Blue is very much more serious. He doesn't really fuck around. Neither of them do fuck around, but I like how Red has this they have this kind of good cop, bad cop kind of energy, where Red is like, yo, we're not here to kill y'all. We just want to find out this traitor. And Blue has a complete more in your face, literally, type of approach to this. And this leads to C kind of hopping out of place, getting some of that, being kind of tired and told what to do and whatnot, and he gets his head cut off real quick, and that made everybody pretty much shook. So what ends up happening is they leave behind two of Blue's like seniors, or I think they were juniors, behind to kind of keep watch and make sure they're not doing anything shady, or if they hear back from D or whenever he comes back, let them know. So they pretty much got spies. And I'm curious to see how that's going to go. How long is D going to be able to keep up this facade, this kind of thing down at the surface world? Talking about that, he's kind of just enjoying his best life. He lets his guard down, or he almost blows his cover immediately when he mentions like, oh, people would be upset if they found out all this stuff was a joke and whatnot. And they quickly kind of tell him like, no, that's usually a rumor or whatnot. And this is where D gets the idea, like, he changes himself into the pink haired dude's character. Like I said, I will learn these guys' names eventually. It's just gonna take some time, but anyways, he takes old boy's look and everything and goes with old girl to the Red Rangers base, or the Red Dragon Keepers base. And she also breaks down that all these different Dragon Keepers, they don't stay, in one specific place. Their bases and stuff and operations are spread out throughout the different parts of the city or the island that they're on. So that's really interesting. Runs into a third rank senior from the red side, and this guy looks like he's going to be absolutely crazy, and maybe this is going to be D's first kind of encounter, or the first body that he gets. So before they leave and they're heading towards the elevator, they run into the actual Red Ranger and whatnot, and this is where D almost loses his shit, but he has to control himself. So he's like, man, I could take him out right now. And they hop in the elevator, and old girl gives him a really weird look. But this was a funny scene where the girl is just like, yo, give me that knife that's in your pouch. and he just doesn't think nothing of it. And then she cuts his head off, and it gets exposed that, you know, he is a duster. But not only that this gets exposed, she wants to help him, and she does it in the most seductive way. I'm just like, bruh. And that makes me think, and I come to the realization that she might be a duster, but she must have been undercover way longer than D has. Then the episode ends. We see everybody kind of gathering around the red dragon keeper and whatnot, and we see F, and D is watching this whole thing kind of play out. And it seems that D is kind of trying to sacrifice himself to kind of to get the heat off of him. So this is where we get to see the Red Dragon Keeper use one of these ancient weapons, and once he uses it, that's it. F is gone, and you see D. He's completely just lost for words. He can't believe it, and I can't wait to see what happens next with him and old girl working together. Unless if she's not a duster and she's just another, like, just a random person that just wants to do this just for fun, that would be even more interesting and compelling as well. But man, there's a lot of interesting things going on with just these first 2 episodes. The mystery on, like, what happened to the world as far as their bosses, and will we ever see their bosses, and what is the true goals of the Rangers, and why are they trying to kind of put up this mask of them trying to be good? Is it just to control people, or are they just doing this for fun? There has to be a lot more to this, and it has me so fascinated to continue to watch this whole entire series to see what's going to happen at the very end. But let me know how you guys feel about this episode in the comments below. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.